Hey there, Allie from the A Team here. Now, before we begin today's Darren Daily, I want to remind you about tomorrow's free live advisory session with Darren. So do yourself a favor, and at the end of today's Darren Daily, just click the link below the video to get your free invitation to join us. I promise you will be so glad that you did. Now, on to today's mentoring session with Darren.
And now, finishing our special series called 22 Lessons Leading into 22 is our final lesson of all. Lesson 22, my one word or strategy for 2022. So in setting my goals and designing my year, I like to focus on a single word or phrase, or what I call a theme for the year. The one word or phrase can represent an outcome like 1 billion lives, or passionately engaged, or impact, or growth, or excellence, all previous themes from years prior. It can represent a general state of mind, like joy, which was my word last year, or bold, which is Kylie's word this year, or discomfort, which is Carla's word, or powerful, which is Allie's, or words like unstoppable, or vivacious, or badass, or compassion, or balance, or unapologetic, or presence, or peace. Or it can be a specific principle or strategy that I will use to produce the desired outcomes or state of mind that I seek for the year, like less is more, which was one of my previous themes, or bigger, easier, which was a couple of years' themes, or even better every day. That came out of a yearly theme that I had. Or discipline is Sabrina's word for the year, or pushing through is Ashley's phrase, or JFDI is Maggie's. Apparently, it was inspired by her Peloton instructor. I don't know exactly what it means. You'll have to ask her. Or words like simplify, or mastery, or consistency, or prune, right, Mark? Or adventurous, or self-care. So this episode is about my word and the strategy that I will use to significantly grow all my vital metrics this year. My business, my relationships, fitness, learning, lifestyle, and more. So I share this with you in the hopes that it will help you pick your word or strategy, or help you use my word and strategy to accelerate your own result in some way, be it your theme or not. Okay? So my word is leverage. The official definition of the word is the use of something small to gain a very high return, or the use of small resources, time, attention, effort, or money, to gain an exponential return in time, freedom, or money. You see, it requires that I find the small hinges that disproportionately, based on size, swing the big doors of results. It's the Pareto principle, but super jacked up on steroids. Not just finding the 20% of causes that produce 80% of the effects or results, but finding the 20% of the 20% of the 20%, the 0.8%, or let's just round up to the 1% of activities, tasks, functions, resources that, when applied, delivers a 4,000% return on capital, time, energy, and effort. And once I discover my word, or theme, or strategy for the year, then I figure out how to apply that to 10 specific areas in my life. And so this turns a nice word, or a fluffy sounding theme, and it turns it into an action plan. One that I can track right here in my Living Your Best Year Ever record. One that is measured and held accountable. So to give you an example, okay, I'll just use my word and then I'll briefly walk you through my 10 applications of leverage, okay? So number one is people. I am no longer going to tolerate average performance of the people around me. Doing so has continually required me stepping in to bring it up to my must-have standard of excellence. This has been costing me time, energy, and sanity. And it's my fault, nobody else's, because I have tolerated it. So I will hire several more really expert people to come in and shake things up a bit. This is not only inside my business, but it is also outside my business as well. Great people are great leverage. They can produce at least 20 times their cost and save you a hell of a lot of pain and buy you a hell of a lot of sanity. Number 2, goals. People often set the wrong goals. Goals that, if accomplished, don't really move the needle of their life. They don't deliver an exponential return of money or freedom or lifestyle or impact or joy, peace, or soulful fulfillment. Most are, well, so what? Or what for goals. The key here is to set very few goals, 3 max. But these are what we call banner goals. The kind, when achieved, would make this year undoubtedly your best year ever. Not in just one area of your life, but in all areas that are the most important to you. Number 3 are projects. Not all projects, initiatives, or good ideas are actually good. Everything costs you. Most things cost too much. Vet everything through the FEP filter. Fast, easy, profitable. Eliminate most every other project, but the few major projects. Then do those one at a time and do them with excellence. Those are your small hinges that swing the big doors of results. There's only one mission: win the championship, or that is achieving your big 3 banner goals. That's it. Only those things that significantly contribute to the achievement of one of those 3 banner goals gets on the project board. Everything else goes into the devil's vortex, even if it's a good idea, even if it could be profitable. If it's not going to be significantly contributing to the achievement of one of those 3 goals, it doesn't get on the board. Number 4, relationships. This is focusing on the few, the most important, right, in each area of your life, and then diminish or dismiss the rest. Leverage is not just about elimination. It is also, and in some cases, most importantly, about what you double down on, those few. I guarantee you are not investing enough into those few relationships that do bring you the most value. I know that I haven't been, and I intend to change it this year. Number 5, fitness. Focus on just a few, and then do those few intensely and consistently. 6 is diet. Focus on the few principles, and then stick to them intensely and consistently. Forget what you won't eat. Just focus on what you will eat. Don't even negotiate with terrorists. Pretend that you are allergic to all the rest, because in a way, by your consequences, you are. And number 7, environment. Your environment has a huge influence on your day-over-day performance. You want to optimize your environment for high performance and for sane living. In your work environment, find the few things that can significantly increase your concentration and deep work the most, and then eradicate anything and everything that can break your focus. In your living environment, radically optimize it for calm, for peace, for joy, and mental revitalization. Clutter and visible piles of unfinished or awaiting projects or obligations makes your home a psychological hell. This is why so many people struggled during COVID lockdowns, because their homes were not mentally and emotionally safe and calm environment. And number 8 is learning. Now, I learn a lot. I mean, a lot. And that's great. I have to, as this is what I do for work, as you can see, but I'm gonna double down on the few training programs that really matter the most. Oddly enough, because of being the best of everything that I've ever learned or curated from the entire industry of human growth and development, I distilled down and packed into the Hero's Journey development cycle. All I need to do is to deepen my mastery in practicing what I already know is in there. So that is why I will be doing the program with all of you, actually doing the Hero's Journey cycle with you as intensely, if not more, because that's just the way I am, as I would be mentoring you through it. I'm kind of like the football coach who runs the wind sprints, runs every lap and every drill with the team, instead of just standing on the sideline blowing a whistle and barking orders at you for you to work harder. The same is true for my business masterclass, the very best treasure I've ever captured from the best in the world in growing a high-performance business and building a high-performance team. I distilled down into that 4-day curriculum. It is constantly being improved and evolving as the world progresses and evolves as well. And at the same time, there are many of the key strategies that I have to be sure are applied and improved upon in my own business. I need to be sure that I am mastering my own program. So, in finding leverage in my learning, I will be focusing my mastery in Hero's Journey and the strategy map delivered in our business masterclass. I hope that you'll be joining us for one or both of those this year. Now, number 9, MOO, or what I call methods of operation. Quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. There are a few things in each of those operation methods that, when focused on and performed with consistency, massively improve my output in each of my key core categories. For instance, daily, my morning routine, my email rules, blocking 3 MVP jam sessions a day. Just being relentlessly consistent with those 3 daily moves radically increases my daily output. And I mean radically. I have a few monthly moves and quarterly and yearly moves as well. Number 10 is self-care. As you probably know, I'm 50. There's a lot more preventative self-care that is necessary when you hit the half-century mark. I know of too many people who have denigrated their bodies, health, and happiness just due to neglect, or lost their life because they didn't do the proper checkups. Aging is wonderful. I wouldn't trade my increasing wisdom for youth any day of the week. My intention is to continue to accelerate my wisdom growth, as is my life's hero's journey and learning adventure, and be the best steward I can of the temple that I have been bestowed. My mentor Jim Rohn would say, there's nothing more pitiful than a ready and willing mind, but an incapable body. Pitiful I will not be. So now you tell us which of the leverage points inspired you the most and will be the most valuable if you apply to your life. Click the poll link below to tell us, and then you'll be able to see what others thought and chose as well. And then tell us in the comments which was your most favorite, why, and how you intend to apply it into your life.